So here you can see like I have created one function like do something, and this is a asynchronous function. So that's why I'm using this async keyword. Okay. Now I am writing like console.log hello world, then hello world one. Then here I'm using await. So you guys know about await? Anyone? Okay. So that then
How it works like while it is like completing this function,
that
other things
promise,
will be in wait.
yeah, it is wait for that promise because this method actually returning one promise, right? See, return new promise. That means this method actually returning one promise. So if you are using await method, means then this means it is wait here in this, like you can take it. This is a cursor. So this cursor is waiting for here up to when that promise got resolved. After that, it will come to the next line. Okay. So now I am running. You can see now it is waiting. See, 2 seconds is wait. Then it's print hello world 3. Then it's come to hello world 3. Sorry, hello world 2. You got how promises working.
Please do it again.
Like see now what first console log hello world one both two has printed. Okay, after that it will wait for resolve this promise because this promise is taking 2 seconds, so it will
Mhm.
wait 2 seconds for resolve. Then I am what promise is returned that I am storing to the res variable, and I am console log this res variable, then I am console log this console hello world 2. So it is happening. See now it is waiting 2 seconds, then hello world 3 print, then hello world 2. Okay. So when you
Mm.
are writing any code over their promise, like you are calling one API with their in their promise, so you need to wait. Means that promise you need to use await. So that method, like cursor, will be waiting here up to that, like when your API got resolved, means API has failed or passed anything. Okay. If pass, then like depends on your logic, you can build the promise. Like if that API has resolved, means if API is giving 200 success report, then what you will do? You will resolve what all those stuff. If that API has any error like 500, 400, any error, so you need to reject that promise. That promise is giving rejection. So when that rejection will come, what you will do? So like that, you need to create your promise methods. Got it, everyone?
Arindam,
Yes, same. Brother.
yeah, here I am using async. Okay,
Hmm.
so JavaScript is asynchronous, right?
Uh,
So if I don't use async, then what
See,
going to happen?
I'm deleting the David. Then you will get. Okay. Now it will print the promise pending. Okay. So now you can see hello world one, hello world two. Everything is done. It is not waiting for the promise. It's totally pending state now. So that is it.
Okay, if I remove that async that keyword also.
Yeah. So if you are using asynchronous, so it is asynchronous. You can see it is not waiting for the promise. It's still pending.
No, no, I am saying that if I remove that
If
async.
you remove that, then you can't use await method over there. But I'm
Okay,
using await,
so
right? So await needs async keyword also. Like that function
okay,
should be asynchronous, then you can use await. Otherwise,
so I am telling like uh, it is by default it is async. Only if I want to use that await thing, I need to use that async in that function, right?
need to you if
Other
you
than that, it is already async.
yeah if you don't want to use async, that means how you will do with promise. Then promise dot so then console log the data. So like that you can also do. So that time don't need to console. So now I'm running. So hello world one, two, three. Now
Oh,
see this is not asynchronous. It's totally one, two, then three came. If you are using then, if you are giving await, that means means that cursor should be waiting for that. Like when that promise got resolved. You
mhm.
got or not? Again you
Got
can
it.
say hello one, two as print, then three came. But if you are using
Mhm.
await, then first it should print three, then it will come to two. Got it? So
Got
this
it.
is the two ways how you handle your promise. Another is catch. If you're using like that way, then Like if any error will happen, then you do console log, or you can do means show the error message kind of. Like if anything will happen, like I'm giving one error like if a equal to sorry. Here I'm
Please visit the mute yourself.
so here I gave 13. That means it will come to reject part, right?
Hmm.
Now see, it's called for error. So that means
Hmm.
it's came to the catch part. Like that way you can handle the error also in that promise.
And where I should use try catch.
I am saying like first you can understand that, right?
Yes, yes. How about it?
So everyone got that promise first, right?
Here you just have written that error dot catch error. That means I'm just asking you from the first. Like, can you please scroll up on here? First, it is printing hello world, then hello world 2. Then whatever is in the promise function, it will complete first. Then it will move to the next next hello world.
There, like this function is not now asynchronous. So if you are running asynchronous, now let's see what will happen. So still, so if you are using average, okay, then your cursor means your you can say that who are compiling. So your compiler or paused when your promise got resolved or reject, then it will come to the next line. Otherwise not. So here I'm not using any await. So that's why whatever console log is there, it's running. And when that promise got resolved, because this promise actually running on set timeout. That means that promise is taking two seconds at last to resolve that or reject that. Because I'm giving a 2000. 2000 means 2 seconds, 2000 milliseconds. So if I'm giving 5000 over there, and here if I'm writing await, if I'm writing now here I am writing console log race. Now I'm commenting this. Now
Here you
first
have written
run
2
hello
times
world.
promise function.
Here it will first run hello world, then hello world 1, then hello world 3 or error. Okay, any one of them, then hello world 2.
Okay.
Now see, it is waiting 5 seconds. So hello world 1 already output. Now it's got reject.
Hello world 3. Yeah, there it has got the error.
Yeah, that's why you are getting the error. Okay. So then that error is came because we are reject. Now I'm coming to try catch block. So the what Shumon told. So this is a try catch block. So try catch means what? First, if your compiler should try means try something. If something error has happened, then it will come to the catch methods. So if everything I am putting to now in the try block. Now you can see some error is coming, right? This is the error actually in the backend. So if server is giving any error, you are not handling that error, then your application got paused. No one can see anything. Suddenly your application got stuck. So every time you need to handle the error. Like any error will happen, that you need to send some response. Otherwise, that your API should be stuck. Okay. When you are building any that API should be handle the error, because any types of error is happen. Like you pushed your code in a server, like you pushed your code like AWS server, but somehow from AWS side that your server got stuck or anything is happened with server, but that is not your fault. That fault is happened by AWS. Okay, so that time you need to handle your code, like if any API will hit to if any API will hit your server, then you can handle that error, like if any error will happen. Okay, so that, like here I'm not handling any error, like I'm using await, so that's why I'm not handling. But if I'm using promise like that way, like then catch, then I'm handling the error. Okay, but if you're using await, that means it is waiting for promise, means it is waiting for that promise. Okay, so if that is reject, that means it will throw the error. So that's why its error is this much of long. Okay, like unhandled promise rejection, this error originated either, all those throwing inside. So this type of message you are getting. Okay, that's why you need to use async and await. And when you are using await, that time you need to use try and catch. So now I'm just writing console.log error, and that message I'm adding something so you can understand that message is coming from here. Okay, now I am running. Now you can see. So now see, handle for error PPP. That means this line has executed, right? But this time that error is not came. What error is showing previously? That means we handle that error. So we are handling and we are writing something. That means we handled. Means we can control the error right now. Got it, Shumon?
I mean, I have one question actually. In the set timeout, there is an error for reject, that is hello world 4 error, and you are writing another error, that is PPP in the console log, that is in the catch. So catch is coming after error, and you are in the parameter error in the catch is that hello 444 is coming, and with this the PPP is added, right?
Yeah, the PPP I'm adding so you can understand, like this is printed from here.
Okay, so catch error, this is the error is coming from that promise reject.
Yeah, like if I am just remove this one. Okay, and remove async also. Now I'm just uncomment this. Now it will run from here, not run for PPP. Let's see. Oh, sorry. So you can see if any type of error is coming, if that try catch block can handle, like here that is giving reference error, race is not defined. That means that race is not defined, that type of error is happened. So it's handled. Now coming to that point. Arey yaar. Now hello world 2. Now it's showing hello world error, means so hello world 4 error, but PPP is not there. That means it's from here. Okay. So if you are running your promise, if you're writing your promise like that way, then it should be handled, that promise. But if you're writing in a await method, if you want to use, that means it will throw the error. Okay, that reject means error. So if it will throw any error, so that means you need to handle the error like with try catch block. That error should become this argument and it will print over like that. Got it, Sangeeta, Ishita Di, Shumon, Akash?
Yeah, I have a bit of a confusion I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
The first is the thing that we use promise. Is it similar to the concept of commit in database? As in commit of transactions. Is it like a kind of a confirmation whether a particular sequence or a sequence of operation has been completed or failed? Is it
You are talking about comment out, not getting. Can you say?
promise?
Yep.
I'm asking if the concept of promise, is it similar to the concept of commit in database, which confirms us whether a transaction has completed or not?
Yeah,
Is that
kind of.
what promise does?
Yeah, kind of. Like it should wait, like your promise has completed or not. Like if it is completed, then it will run to the next, otherwise not. That is kind of promise.
Okay.
So this is the
All
thing.
right, all right.
We are also using try catch block in this, like when you are calling any API from that promise, that time also we are using try catch block, because maybe that API will give means if that API will give any error, so that time we need to reject that promise. So how we will
All right,
get
all right.
the try catch block? Okay, so here also we are using try catch block. Okay, here also we are using try catch block, like reject error. So if any error will happen, that time we will reject. Okay.
All right.
So this is the means procedure. When you are writing your code like that way, you need to build your logic. Okay.
Okay.
So
All
this
right.
is the methods. Now I am showing another methods. Means another method is callback. So anyone heard about callback?
Yes.
Can you please let me know? Yes. Just say what is the callback.
Like while doing recursion, I got to know that if a function like is getting called, then after getting the call, it's calling back the main function. So that's what I don't know about call and callback.
Yeah. In that
Can
Node.js,
you give us an idea what is the callback?
yeah, I will give. I will give. I know. Obviously, I will give. That's why this is one example, so I can show you. So I'm giving one example from Node. Okay. So this is the FS. So that I'm coming to later. What is FS? All those stuff. So FS has one method that is read file. So FS means this is file system module for Node.js. So you can read any file. Okay. So this is the file path you need to mention over there. And see, this is the function, and it will accept another function. So this is another function. So this is callback. Okay, means it is trying to first read your file. If it is possible, then fine. If not possible, means after this it will call this method. So this method actually taking two arguments. One is error, another is data. Error means if any error will happen, then it will come to the error variable. If not, then any data is there, then it will come to data, means in this variable, data variable. So this part is actually callback. Callback is the method. Callback is the method or function, like we will call to another function in a function. That is kind of callback. Like that way you can handle your error. Got it?
Can you repeat it once again in a bit simpler way,
Yes,
if possible?
I'm giving some other example. Wait. See, here this is one method or function that is my displayer. One argument it is taking, that is sum. Okay. And console log this one. Okay. Now here another method is there, my calculator. It is taking three things. First, number one, then number two, then that callback function. So this is actually function. Two argument, one function. Means that is a callback method. So see, I am calling this method only with this function. So first it is trying to number one, that means 5, number two, that means you can say 7. So it will add and then it will call back. So that callback method is this one. Then it will come to here and put run this line console log. Got it?
Okay, so it works like a return function.
Yeah, recall function. From function you will call to another function, like that way. You are passing that function as a argument, and from that function you will call to another function, that is callback procedure. This is called JavaScript callback. Okay.
All right.
Got it? This is a good example to like understand. Shumon, you got? So these three things, try catch, promises, async await, and callback. Those four is too much like advanced one. Every day you guys need to use, like if you will build any Manstack, I'm not talking for any Node.js stuff. I'm talking for everything. Like when you are building any extension, if you are building any front end stuff, if you are building every time, these graphs actually for every day. This is actually daily stuff that you need to follow every day. Okay, you need to think what we need to wait. I gave one example like API. Every time we need to wait for the API response. When we will get the response, after that we will move to the next procedure. Otherwise not. So that time we need to use for that promise. If you are not using promise, then it will come to the next line without that API response also. So it will throw any error. So I'm not teaching any JavaScript over there, but still why I'm showing those stuff, because those are needed in the Java means Node.js. Okay, so that's why I'm just choosing those stuffs, those advanced topics for Node.js tutorial. Okay, how much time left for that? So anyone has any question? Akash, Prashant, Shumon, Amor, Ishita, Sangita, Vishal, Rohit, Kallal. No one has. Everyone got everything. Next.
Not everything, like overall idea I got.
Yes,
Next,
the
when we
idea.
will work,
Not
then
everything,
Yeah,
like
we'll
not
line
arise.
by
everything.
line code,
Yeah,
like
obviously.
till the
I
time I
understood what you have said, but I
yeah,
have
but
to know about
go
my
through the line by line code
go
one.
through
So
it.
that
Yes.
That I got. That's why I'm saying
Yes.
you need to do by your own, then you will get.
Mhm.
That's
Yes,
that's
then we
right.
will get and question will arise. Then.
this
Question will
Now
callback
you can move
function
forward.
I got completely, but that async and await, this code you just wrote over there, line by line, if I need to go through once
Yeah,
to
that's
get
why
the output.
I'm saying just learn JavaScript as much as possible. Okay, because JavaScript day by day that JavaScript is getting increased, means that age is getting up. So that's why you need to learn the JavaScript, because means lots of advanced methods already has released in JavaScript in this last version. Okay, so that's why you need to learn every day. Now I'm coming to REPL. Anyone can say what is the full form of REPL? What is that?
REPL.
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 Replica.
Read eval print. Read eval
But
do.
REPL, let me check in Google.
REPL, read. R for read, E for evaluate, P for print, L for loop. So in that Node.js, that REPL concept is there. That is not a concept, that is a one, what I can say. So that is one type of features that Node is holding. So you can do what you are writing in the JavaScript as in a file, you can do everything in a terminal. So that REPL things is helping to you to complete that. So this is my
What it is doing, can you please repeat again?
what?
What it is doing, can you please repeat again?
REPL actually kind of but like now what we did, we write all the codes in a file, right? Then we are run that file, then that output actually came. So this thing we can do in the terminal with that command line directly. So that REPL actually helps to do that. Got it? Like I'm giving the example, you need to run this command like line node. So now you can write anything over there, like 1 plus 3, sorry 4, 5 minus 2. So you don't need to write the, means you don't need to take the variable, they need to minus all those stuff. So in that terminal window, you can write everything. Like I'm giving like x c equal to 10, okay? Then d equal
your
to
screen is not shared.
Your screen,
Screen is
yeah,
not.
your screen.
I am sharing. Sorry, that's my fault. Why is that Node.js console? Yeah, that's one. You can see right now. So I'm starting from the
Yeah.
beginning. So you need to run this command node Okay. So I'm running like 14.18.2. Okay. Okay. So this is command line tool. Note command line tool. Over there you can write, means you can write your code like that way, like 9 plus 2, 1, 10. So 5 minus 1, 4. Like that way you can write. You can also write like x equal to 10, y equal to 12, and then you can write x plus y 22. So that REPL actually helps.
That's we can do in developer tools also, like that way.
Yeah. So REPL actually concept the REPL. Read,
Like
write.
the way we do in a console, like
Yeah, right.
open console and calculate and
Yeah, like that way you can do all those things. You can also run. You can give. So I'm running. Run. I don't know. Okay. Fine. So you can run the loops also over there. Okay. I'm not running over there. But you don't need to use var ax equal to 10. Then it will give that undefined. Where late const.
variable x equals to 10.
This is not JavaScript kind of. It's a command line tool. It will help to like build your logic. Like sometimes you can check quickly something. Then that REPL will help you. Okay. So how to close? First Control C. Okay. Then again Control C. 2 times. So those actually those docs I will share with you. Okay. So you can also check those docs how it will work. This is not necessary. Any other things has left to this? Okay. Anyone knows about export import?
And normal basic idea.
Yeah, in what file and you know.
Okay.
Library, so we have to import it from somewhere else, right? So I think that's the concept of export import like
And
that.
exporting the data from existing.
Yes.
uh,
So first we have to import the file from there. Well, we can use any particular function as such.
So import export means you are like created 2 files or 3 files. Now you need to import that file to any other file. So that import method will help to import that file. So there are 2 types of syntax are there. So one is like import. So previously that was not work for Node, but still now in the latest version this is working. Okay. That import actually you guys know who has worked on React or any front-end language, so you guys know we are using import. So that syntax is import. Then you need to take that variable name, like I'm writing test. So then your file path. So test.js. So like that way you need to write, and here like I am consoling those like console.log test. Test. So now I'm creating another file like test.js. Interesting. Test.js. Here, like I'm writing const ABC. I'm taking one variable ABC. Export default. So like that way we are exporting. Okay. So I am export default means I want to export only this variable from this file. Okay. And now here I am importing in this test variable. Now I am console log. Oh, nice error. Okay, yes module. Okay, I need to install yes module for that, otherwise it will not work. So this is one method. Another method is module.export equal to ABC. Okay, that is another method how you are. So now I'm taking this ABC as a module. I'm export whole the ABC module, and here const. I'm taking another variable, and where that keyword should be required. Okay, like that way. Maybe now it will work. Again, it is throwing error. So throw error test.js. Cannot find module test.js. Why it is not found? Okay. So you need to share the path also. This is the root path. Okay. So I'm share the path and the file like that way. I'm printing console log family. So this family, that program is there. You can see here. So I'm hearing this variable from this file and import here and console log is here. You guys got it right? Like that way, import and export is working. So these are the two syntax, import and export. Okay. So this link also very soon this link should be like expert. So any guys have any question up to this?
No.
No one.
Understood.
Then take the break. We will start from the 12:50.
50.
50. Okay. Bye bye then.
Are you gonna share this all functions, like how these functions work, or I mean, you
What?
said na one. No, you said na one doc you will be sharing.
Yeah, one doc I will share. What do you need? You just let me know. Like you need those promise functions, all those things. Means what code I have written. You need.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes,
absolutely.
yes.
yes.
Okay, I will make and I will share.
From
Okay.
when you will start, you told?
12:50.
12:50.
10
10
minutes. break.
minutes break. What we will do in 10 minutes?
Leaving
Brother, what you want?
As lunch break at least need 20 minutes.
Lunch break now. Anyone needs lunch break?
No.
No. It's already 41, 9 minutes left. I'm leaving.
So from 12:50, join the next link. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.